Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a fourth-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. You look at this Carolina defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
Following the interception, Young. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they just get the play off. Now Young. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The point after through the raindrops, something good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 8 catches, 105 yards.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy, and that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Cousins working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Drake London, his intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Cousins throw into the hands of Pitts here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And now it's blocked. The Panthers get it. And now the rookie's free. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. The numbers for Brooks a week ago: 12 carries, 104 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, Brooks. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as good running gets him to about the 44. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. The Panthers in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
60 red.
Sanders is in. Touchdown, Carolina. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, there's
a leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second down, Cousins. This will be caught by Brown. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Brooks. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. 15 yards there on the catch and run. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will taken across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Cousins. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd and short yardage, Young.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Young going to give to Brooks.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Young on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now Cousins going to change it up.
2nd and 9 now.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
On the run is Mason.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 35 yards. And the Falcons first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Micah Parsons.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 71 yards.
And the Panthers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion.
And it's fielded at the 34.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half, Young. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Young on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The play fake. Now Young. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Waddle. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Brooks. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He's still in search of his first rushing touchdown of the year, but not on that play.
I just wonder if he has some frustration starting to build a little bit because he hasn't gotten into the end zone. Has to just stay calm, stay within himself, just let it happen.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Atlanta regains.
They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Young on 3rd and 2. Got a man. That's Leggett. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Here's Young from the shotgun. That one complete to Leggett. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. A run run out of the gun with Brooks.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
91 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They run out of the gun with Brooks here.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down and 6 now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now a first down throw for Young.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now here's Young. That is caught. Room here to run. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
Touchdown!
Jalen Waddle
from 17 yards out.
And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's got daylight.
Still going inside the 20.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Jonathan Brooks,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Tucker Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score. But it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Atlanta.
Here we go, set, flat, 95. 26, Mike, 26, Mike.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Here's a give up the middle.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
The Panthers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. It's Young off play action.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Young here to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Off the play fake, Young.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Young here, you can see, changing the play.
Here's Young, throwing again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Panthers, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long.